Hello, this is Charles Ropes. We are at, what is this cemetery called? Spring Garden Cemetery in Binghamton. And I'm just enjoying the trees and so forth. The flowers aren't open yet. It's so early in the morning. And this is my third video for today. And we're just taking a walk through the cemetery. It's only 7:07, so I've been at this for like an hour. Please like, please subscribe, never forget to always remember, every time a notification bell rings, an old man gets his wings and you get to see more of my videos. So give me a big thumbs up, hit the red button, and after you subscribe, ring a ding-a-ling with a little bell. And don't forget my Patreon either. If I get some support for what I do, I shall do more of it. Lots of things I like to do. This year, I'm just doing 4 days walking around town. Next year, I want to spend some time in Lower Manhattan. That's what my plan was this year, but I didn't get to do it because of the situation. And the year after that, I think it would be cool to take a train ride out to California and take another train ride back, and in between those two trips take a train ride from LA to San Fran, and in the midst of all that to visit some of the parks, both amusement and natural, that I would find out there. So those are my plans. Lovely house here, groundskeeper's house. Here we are back at Magat. This is something I do not understand. What do they mean by solar lights? The gates were set up in 1940. Lots of bright sunshine right now. Okay, here we go. On our way home. Weeds run amok. I don't think people have been doing much in terms of. I know that locust right there, that tall weedy thing, is literally just a weed. It's a weed tree, but it's a weed nonetheless. I love these grounds for their trees. The height and breadth of the trees, the health and beauty, it's just too much. I cannot think of more perfect trees. And that's what I came here for. So we're going to follow the fence around. And then that will lead us over to Clinton Street, and that'll take us home. There seems to be a power station there. Had a problem on another of these trips. I tripped down to the cemetery and back along Clinton. A car passed me playing music really loud. Did not like the music, did not ask for the music, did not touch the music, did not have anything to do with the music. But YouTube accused me of a copyright violation for 6 seconds of a car driving past, blaring its music, growling its engine, and somehow that was all my fault. There seems to be another street here. YouTube is sometimes positively insane. The abuse they give to their contributors. If there was an alternative to what I do, and I don't find Twitch to be much of an alternative, I'd use a different service. I don't like YouTube saying I can't do this, I can't do that, can't do anything. St. Cyril Avenue, there's a church here, St. Cyril. Lots of past servicemen. Lots of American flags. Oh, there's the MIA flag, half-mast. I should hope it would be half-mast, considering what Trump has been doing. Oh, look at the cat. Munchat. Oh, he's going behind the bush. I was going to zoom in on him. Okay. Out of the dreadful sunshine into the nice shade. Still quite cool. No sign of any thunder showers as we were promised. But then it's still early. Have nearly 3 hours until the promised thunder showers, and I expect I shall be back home by then. That's a weird arrangement with a drape over the front door instead of a screen door. It's kind of classy too. Almost a Victorian. I don't know, back in the 18th century, did they have window screen? I know they had gauze. Because gauze was used as bandages in olden times. See, this is a locust. And this tree is large and well established, but they grow very fast. For a hardwood, it's one of the fastest growing hardwoods, I think. Orange flowers. Oh, and these are open now. Ones I saw in the cemetery were not. Here we get a nice close look at these and on them. Little angel statue there. I believe the church over there is St. Cyril and Methodius, RC. Notice that the worse Trump has gotten, the less we hear about the corruption in the Roman Catholic Church, which of course is very corrupt and always has been. Okay, we are about to leave the lovely confines of Phelps Street and Cyril Avenue for the busyness and noise and crowding of Clinton. Might have to put on my mask, as it's also getting later in the day. Reason I did this on a vacation day, reason I waited for a vacation day, was less chance of seeing people who would be at work or at home and not out. Look at the kitty. There's the kitty. I think he's ready to pounce on me. Should I invade his territory? I think we're about a mile from the center of town. I've always measured this facility ahead of us as being a mile. Voices. I used to work out this way while living in the center of town. There's a squirrel. Weird job that. I call people in Denver, Colorado, halfway across the continent, and tried to set up meetings with the company's people out there. What's the dollar sign for? The industrial park. So the company was selling mailing lists to people in Denver, and the clients were supposed to use these mailing lists for their advertisements. I had no takers, and I lost the job after a while as they kept changing the rules to just read the thing, to try to get an appointment, to try to sell it right then and there. Here's a kitty in the road. Let's see if we can focus. To take my glasses off to do this. Yeah, it's not working. A little fun attempt, trick, experiment. Cute little house there. Reminds me of the ones I used to see a great deal at home in Tamaqua. I was watching Rebecca Nest. She's a historian, amateur historian in England. Big truck. No doubt we are on Clinton. So she was saying that I should look up the high street of my hometown. Well, of course, here in America we don't call it High Street, we call it Main Street. But I looked up Tumaco's history, sent her an HTML that I found online of the town's history. I had read about it when I was a boy. It's been a long time since, and learned some interesting things. I had lived for a very short time as an infant, or perhaps a toddler. Yes, I guess I would have been a toddler then. In Bernhard Moser's cabin. It was the first building in town, and it's up a bit of a hill off of what is now the main street, and it's easily the oldest building around. I mean, not just in our town, but the whole area. That's where I had the phone job, in that building there, up on the 3rd floor, in that corner. Interesting building, that. But so I looked it up, and so this Bernhard Moser, he discovered coal and sold it in small lots down the river. They tried to make a canal out of the little Schuylkill, which I've always wondered why they walled up the banks of it. But the irregularity of that stream made that impossible. It is true that in days gone by it used to flood regularly, and contrariwise turned to a trickle during when it was, during the drier months. Yeah, it was dry. So it was never suitable for a canal. And as it goes through a substantial change of elevation from about 800 down to maybe, I don't know where Reading is, 600? And I'm talking feet. Another truck. Crazy. Well, it was never suitable for doing anything with. It was largely used as a sewer by businesses. Oh gosh, gotta put on the mask. There we go. See, I do wear one.
I just think it's funny that she wants to run her mouth, and everyone that she runs her mouth is like,
Okay. See, I only wear it for when I can't stay